You can't get better to do your color cards with a rainbow on your face. Like it after our powwow today, I'm excited to see what colors come through. Um, I have a little bit anticipation because the powwow was so powerful, and I went from heavy and dense to the just weightless, literally. For today, for our colors, for our sips, we drink 80% of our meals through a straw. And this we have this big lady here is watermelon, and we've had watermelon in our sips on our rainbow repeats for about 5 years, but about a month ago or so, especially in the last 3 or 4 weeks, yeah, about a month ago, we were told that we needed to drink a whole thing of watermelon every single day. And my husband started doing it, and my son started doing it. So we're going and getting organic watermelon, probably 8 or 10 of them every week, if not more, a couple times a week. This is our last jar because of its hydration, because of its, and you need the pulp. So it's just blending the entire watermelon. It is helping with all of the energies that are coming through. It's helping with grounding. It has all of the beauty, not only of the nutrients within, of the hydration, but it's also the color, the frequency of that. So today's sip, even though Wednesdays love yellow, we have our Power C, which we'll do a little bit later in the day, but we started off our day with our rainbow roots, which we start every morning off. So starting with the root vegetables first allows you to ground in, and the roots we make it in house, and it has 15 root vegetables in it, and it's super yummy. And then as you start throughout the day, your roots are in the morning, you'll move to kind of you're going from the ground up, then you go into your leafy greens, and later on in the day, then that's when you do like your lemon water and your fruit trees and that kind of thing. So right now, from our roots to the ground, we are sticking with our watermelon, and it is so yummy. So let's see what our cards are. These are the two color decks that I use. I carry these everywhere I go. I always have a little color of my kaleidoscope, and this I can do color stories not only for myself or for others. You can do a color story for the day, you could do it for the week, you could do a color story for every hour. When you're working with children to kind of see how their day is going, you could do it as many colors or cards that you feel comfortable working with. And sometimes it's just the color. Sometimes there's messages in it. Sometimes it's just connecting with each color within. And though that color has a frequency and a vibration. So if you need to be in presence, you're going to go to that beautiful magenta and sit within the magenta color. These are great for meditations. The bigger ones, I'm just in love with the smaller ones, but the bigger, because my hands don't work very well, but the bigger ones, the Swatch and Color by Crystal Banner, these ones are beautiful as well. They have the same kind of, they're made from the same beautiful woman, soul, who've created these. So it just depends on your fancy. So I pulled our color of the day card from the larger deck. And as I finished all of our pulls, our colors today, the Limitless card was sitting right on top. And so we're just sitting with the energy of the Limitless as we have our rainbows that are joining us on this color story. So the color card of the day brings us into, can I see that? Oh, love. So we are in the heart. This is a beautiful color to bring us into today. This is love of self, of love of others. And it's the oneness. It's love, joy. It's sitting within the highest frequencies and vibrations, not only within just the emotional aspect of it, then you're surrounded by the colors. And green is everywhere. It is the beautiful backdrop to all of our flowers and our color walk today. Today we looked for yellow. So we walked the entire yard. And as I come out the first few steps before to get to my barefoot spot, I always have to kind of do ninja arms because there are usually spider webs. And today we walked the other way and we didn't do the ninja walk. And when we came back around to our barefoot spot, as I looked up, there was a spider who had built an entire web in that walk that we would have just ninja'd through. And we were able to spend time with the grandmother spider and watch her weave her web. And it was just completely divinely timed. So we are going to connect within the heart, within the green, within the colors all around us, and see how love plays out with the rest of our color cards. So our first card is Universal Energy. That is tapping into, we have the highest conscious connection globally was yesterday. And it was about 3:30 Pacific Standard Time that came through. And to see it on the Schumann resonance, to see it on the global conscious, to see this color come through is just the shift is happening into oneness. And that is the message that has been coming through very, very clearly. And it doesn't disappoint when you are in such a collective consciousness connection that it's love, it's oneness, it's unity, it's the infinite I am. And there was such a celebration happening in the ethers that woke me up from my reset. And it was just wanting me to be present in the celebrational moment. And it's telling me that it was actually my later reset. So this would have been about 6 o'clock that this happened, PST time. Yes. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Thank you. I am corrected in my truths all the time. Okay, so our next card is the spiritual awareness, and that these are just leading each other into, in our powwow today, it was taking away and helping me to understand the density of the missions that many are on with being a earth anchor, with being a divine mother representative, knowing your role, knowing and receiving clarity to what your next role is. And it can be completely different than anything you ever thought you would be doing. And you're just like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Yes, this is what you're doing. And that message is coming through. Just to stand in presence and to stand in surrender, and your entire cosmic blueprint is being laid out in front of you, and all the pieces of the puzzle will come together very, very soon. Just to have faith. You will receive the dreamscapes. You will receive a ton of messages in your dreams, and you don't have to remember them. They are in remembrance and being downloaded. There are DNA upgrades. There are complete overhauls of our systems that are happening. And that's why naps and resets and sleeping 8 hours a night is allowing your body to go through these transitions without your human vessel and mind getting in the way of it, because it is happening and it's huge. And you may wake up in the middle of the night at specific times, or special angel frequencies will open. You may have a lot of pressure in the third eye and the crown chakra. All of this is through the metamorphosis that our bodies are going. Our fascia systems are completely being stretched with these energies. Our nervous systems are being overhauled. It's all happening inside and outside. What's happening for the universe and collective, planetary, universal, and cosmic is happening. You are the universe inside you. So the dreams are just major. They're huge. They're super important. The sexual energy, this is coming back to the movement. There's such beauty and grace, and it's also same from the messages from earlier from our powwow, is that your role and mission is to fully accept and to love your body for who you are in your physical vessel and this human vessel that you've chosen to be here. And there's such beauty and grace in it. And it's the sexual energy is in that confidence, but it's also in your movements and how you walk and how you dance and just how you glow. And this is, you are loving yourself first and you're just radiating that energy out. And in those days where you feel heavy and dense, like I woke up with today, and it was all about my physical vessel that needed to have the sun shine upon it, have the light of the Divine Father and Mother hug me so tightly and show me what my physical vessel is doing for in its beauty and grace for everything that is to come. And it all came through just how I feel about myself. And it's through our expressions. How do we live authentically? How do we express ourselves? How do we show the good and the bad? This is your voice, the truth. This is the upgrades that are happening to the throat chakra that came through last week. This is you finding your unique expression, like this color story. I've always done these for myself, but now I'm being asked to do them for the collective because they bring me so much joy. And you now get to sit in the joy that these bring me. And these messages that come through are even more powerful because there's a collective ripple and wave that is coming through every time we connect with each of these colors. We bring these colors into our day. We find ways to express ourselves fully and authentically in the beauty that we are, and just there's siren, there's fierceness that's coming through these colors. And then we move into, it's hard to see in that shade, we have moved into our finances, and this is from our powwow today. So it's just a confirmation that we are the energy banks to the divine, and our energy is our currency. And this is all about anchoring in the abundance that is your source intrinsic value. It's your sovereignty. And this is coming through this this finance card's coming up today. It's you are the energy bank. Your energy is your currency. Do not allow your currency to be siphoned by others. Do not allow your energy to be siphoned by others. Stand in your power and your personal power and your full authentic expression, and to know that in abundance is flowing in for you, and it's all in divine timing. But it's abundance through your currency. Your energy is your currency. And then we had one more card that fell off of our pillow, so we'll grab that. Our last card that fell off the deck was creativity in our sacral chakra. And this is using the expression through your voice and living authentically to bring forth your creativity. And the power of this color story today, it has put my phone in, it's so hot that it needs to cool down. That is the power that's coming through when we connect with all of these colors. When we can combine our collective energies and consciousness as we are in this now moment, that anything's possible. So what are you going to do today that is going to allow your authentic expression to come forth in your creativity, that allows you to know that your energy is your currency? How are you using that energy? How are you spending your energy today? Are you dancing? Are you singing? Are you bringing forth a new creative, intuitive concoction in the kitchen? Because food is love. Taking the time to rest throughout the day when your body is asking you to, and to ensure that your sleep time is go in with gratitude and surrender, and to know that you don't have to remember your dreams for them to be in the remembrance of your field that will come through when divinely timed. Continue to tap into your spiritual awareness and presence, and to do it in love, and to know that the universe is here to guide you every single step of the way. And if you are looking for a sip for today, grab a watermelon, blend it up and sip it in and connect with the energies, hydrate, ground. But this is also bringing you into this weightlessness. And Wednesdays are all about Weightless Wednesdays, where we use the color of yellow to bring fun, to dance, to move it through, to do our get boomerangs, our gratitude boomerangs, to release it into the universe and allow it to come back to us, and how it's meant to, whether that is fun, abundance, inspired action, new creativities, spending time in nature. This day turned from a dense and heavy morning into the whimsical of the wind and the energy of this Weightless Wednesday. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you on the other side of this rainbow.